Elizabeth Keckley was born into slavery in 1818 in Dinwiddie County, Virginia. Her mother, Agnes Hobb, was a talented seamstress, and her father was her mother's slave master, Colonel Armistead Burwell. It was through watching her mother that Elizabeth learned to sew at an early age, a skill that would one day become her pathway to freedom. Elizabeth's childhood was marked by responsibility and hardship. By the age of 4, she was already working in the household, cleaning, sewing, and caring for children who were her half-siblings. Despite the limitations placed on enslaved people, Elizabeth was allowed to learn to read and write, which later strengthened her independence and business success. At 14, Elizabeth was sent to North Carolina, where she was brutally and frequently beaten and forced into a sexual relationship for 4 years. That traumatic experience led to the birth of her only son, George. Eventually returning to Virginia, she was later given, along with her son and mother, as a wedding gift to her half-sister, Anne Garland. During this time, Elizabeth's sewing skills became invaluable. Her craftsmanship gained attention, and she began earning money through dressmaking, although as an enslaved woman, those earnings went to her owners. In 1855, after years of persistence and support from clients who believed in her talent and character, Elizabeth was able to purchase her freedom for herself and her son, a moment that transformed her life. As a free woman, she built a thriving dressmaking business in St. Louis and later moved to Washington, D.C., where she became known as one of the finest dressmakers in the city. Her clientele included some of the most influential women of the time, a reputation that eventually led her to First Lady Mary Todd Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln's wife. Elizabeth became Mary Lincoln's dressmaker and confidante, standing beside her during some of the most difficult moments of the Civil War era. In 1862, she founded the Ladies Contraband Relief Association, providing aid, resources, and support to formerly enslaved individuals transitioning into freedom. Later in life, Elizabeth documented her journey in her autobiography, Behind the Scenes, or 30 Years a Slave and 4 Years in the White House, offering one of the most intimate first-hand accounts of slavery, freedom, and life inside the Lincoln White House. Miss Elizabeth Keckley died at the age of 89 in 1907. Interested in learning more? Visit aladynamedpearl.com today.